this thing on? Hello? I think we're going to go a bit old school today. What's happening, guys? We're going to go a little bit old school. Well, not old school for you, but old school for me. So way back when I very first started YouTube, the first video that I actually did was a Zoom transition video. Stick a link up here for it. And that's what kicked off me doing YouTube. And today, I think what we're going to do in this video is revisit transitions and do a morph transition. This is a transition within Premiere Pro. It's so simple to do. Let's have a quick look and see what sort of effect it gives us. It's a simple effect, there's not a massive amount of work to do to it. So let's get into Premiere Pro, let's have a look and see how we go about doing it. Okay, so we're into Premiere Pro and we have all the clips that we're going to use to do this in our timeline already. We've got them laid out. One tip I will give you is that the transition between clip 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 5, etc. It doesn't want to be with the little white arrow. You can see a little white arrow there in the corner. That denotes it's the very last frame of the clip. So that's the very first frame, and then there'll be one at this end for the very last frame, and so on. For that, it needs a little bit of the clip either side in order to be able to move the transition about. So you're going to have to shorten the clips a little bit so that those little white arrows aren't there. Okay, so without further ado, let's see how we go about doing this. Very, very simple. So we go over to our effects bin here, go into the search, and we type morph, and then under the dissolve tab we've got the morph cut. We grab it, drag it, and drop it on exactly the same as if you were doing like a dissolve to black or something like that. It's exactly the same thing, and we're just going to grab and drag this onto each individual clip. So in our case we're using 3 of these morph cuts. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to zoom into this morph cut clip here, select it, and I'm just going to extend it out a little bit, I think, if I can. Well, that's as far as it'll go. So it's extended out as far as it'll go on that particular clip because there's no more clip left. And what it will do now is it will just analyze in the background, and it does it sequentially. So it'll do this one, then it'll do the next one, then it'll do the next one, and it'll carry on doing those until it's finished. And when it's finished, we'll come back to it and we'll see exactly how it looks. Okay, so it's finished, it's all done what it's supposed to do, and it's now analysed everything. So if we just scrub through, you can see exactly what happens. We'll just slowly scrub through this bit here. You can see it morphing, and look at that. It tries to put the road in sort of a similar place as best it can, but it's sort of moved those trees across and morphed into those other trees, which looks pretty cool. And then we come across here and let's see what it does here, and it just sort of morphs in the sky. There's a little bit of blackness up the top here, but you can still see the road coming through because of the difference in colours of the clips. But then off you go, and then it morphs in again, and it morphs in this this next mountain clip. And there you go, that is all there is to it. Very little work, but you get maximum output from it. It's such a simple thing to do, but gets you exactly where you want to be, gives you that uniqueness and those weird sort of effects as it transitions from one thing to another. And basically, it does it all for you. There's not really much work that you need to do in order to achieve getting this effect up and running. So with that, I hope you did find it useful. It was a very quick video, just wanted to touch on it and show you how it's done. I hope you did find it useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!